removing a WLAN antenna and SMA assembly. To remove the WLAN antennas, locate the WLAN antenna to be removed. Make sure the SMA connectors are fully extended. If necessary, turn the screw between the two SMA connectors counterclockwise to extend the SMA connectors. Turn the antenna counterclockwise and then remove it from the node. Repeat this step to disconnect all the WLAN antennas. Remove the top cover. Use the key to unlock the node covers and then remove the key. And then turn the node over so that the top side faces up. Press and hold the release button on the top cover and then slide the cover toward the rear of the node to remove it. Remove the PMB air baffle. Pinch the blue touch points on the air baffle and then lift it out of the server. Disengage the riser assembly from the node. Loosen the 2 thumb screws at the front of the riser assembly. Loosen the 3 screws at the sides of the node. Loosen the 3 captive screws on the top of the riser assembly. Lift the riser assembly from the node. For the configuration with drive backplanes installed, disconnect the power cable from backplane 1. Remove the processor air baffle. Disconnect the cables from the system board and then remove the riser assembly from the node. Note: this task requires a wrench. If necessary, use the wrench that comes in the PMB air baffle. Unfasten the screw that secures the wrench to disengage it from the air baffle. To disconnect the cables from the wireless adapter, press the side of the cable holder and then lift up one end of the cable holder from the wireless adapter. Move the cable holder to the unlocked position. Hook the cable with the wrench as shown and then gently remove the cable from the connector and the cable clip. Repeat this step until all the cables are removed from the wireless adapter. Remove the processor side SMA assembly or SMA filler. Remove the top intrusion switch with cable. Remove the memory modules from DIMM slot 1 and DIMM slot 2. Gently remove the cables from the cable guide and the cable clip on the chassis. Proceed to remove the SMA assemblies. If applicable, turn the screw between the 2 SMA connectors clockwise to pull the connectors back into the chassis. Note: if the SMA connectors are outside the chassis, the SMA assembly cannot be removed successfully. Unfasten the screw that secures the SMA assembly and then remove it. Unfasten the screw that secures the bracket and then separate the bracket from the SMA assembly. Unfasten the cables with the wrench and then remove the cables from the bracket. Repeat this step to remove the other PMB side SMA assembly cable from the wireless adapter. To ensure there is sufficient space for this task, disconnect the fan direction switch cable and the fan cables from the system board. Gently remove the cables from the cable guide and the cable clip on the chassis. Unfasten the screw that secures the SMA assembly and then remove it. Unfasten the screw that secures the bracket and then separate the bracket from the SMA assembly. Unfasten the cables with the wrench and then remove the cables from the bracket.